Most guys get meal prep wrong. I bet you make the chicken so dry it's like chewing flip-flops. Or you're skipping the meal prep completely because you think it tastes bad, and then that leads you to going and buying a meal deal and spending pointless amount of cash throughout the week because you need to feed yourself. Me, yeah, I've been a broke bodybuilder for around 10 years. So I've learned how to cook 5 kg of chicken breast, keep it juicy throughout the week, and make it convenient to grab and go. People know me for my phrase, chicken in a bag. In this video, you'll see exactly how I batch cook my chicken and store it for the week so I don't have to go out and spend pointless money in supermarkets and still get my gains. But before anything else, if you're a broke bodybuilder and you want more broke bodybuilder advice from a broke bodybuilder, then go and click that subscribe button. But let's get into it. When it comes to buying the chicken, you need to be smart with buying the chicken because we eat a lot of chicken. You need to just buy it in bulk. And I know you might not have the upfront cost, but you need to find the upfront cost because in the long run, it will cost you so much more just buying 2 kgs worth, buying 1 kg worth, buying 500 grams. Who's gonna do that? It won't even last you a full day. So you've got to buy as much as you can. This butcher's near me and butchers are always the best. Why? I'll go into that later. But we're talking about the water weight that the meat actually holds. The price ranges are often better at butchers as well. So I get 5 kg for £28.47, which I actually think does work out a little bit more expensive than Aldi by a couple of quid. But like I said, when it comes to water weight, they pack water weight in it. So you're not actually getting the chicken that you think you're getting. That's why you need a butcher's. First things first, we open it up like this. Then we gotta go ahead and get our seasonings out the cupboards. As a bodybuilder, you wanna keep it pretty simple. We don't necessarily want the pre-packaged, pre-made seasonings because they contain a lot of salt in, and we want to control our salt. So we want to add that on the top. We just want to add base, raw ingredients. Italian style herbs. Make sure you don't skimp out on the seasoning. They also add a lot of sugars as well in the pre-made packaging. If you look on the back, it'll have like maltodextrin and stuff in seasonings. Like, no, we just want the raw stuff. We don't need none of that extra stuff. Let me put on some paprika. Again, we're seasoning 5 kg here, so we do have to be pretty generous. Garlic. And chilies as well, because we need to get it spicy. Right. Pepper. I need a bigger pepper grinder because this, for like 5 kgs worth. That should be enough. See that seasoning on there? Make sure you've washed your hands. I actually need to wash my hands. Then we get into it. And we just make sure that all the 5 kgs worth of chicken is seasoned up nicely. We spread that seasoning over all of them. Oh no! That's not great. Salmonella on the surfaces. Trust me, I've tried so many different ways of batch cooking chicken, and this is the best way. And I've been doing this consistently for a while now. Like, if we're talking convenience, you need an air fryer for this method too. It's the best. I see a lot of guys like putting so much chicken in the oven for say like the whole week. But the problem is with that is it dries out. I could easily just season this, slap all the 5 kg in the oven and say video done. That is not how I do stuff. That's how you get dry chicken. If the chicken's dry, feel free to unsubscribe. All right, so once everything is nice and seasoned up, we're then gonna get a knife and we're gonna cut it into dices. We're gonna dice it up. I've tried cutting it in strips. Cutting it in strips works as well. Like if you just wanna cut it in strips like this, that's absolutely fine. Once we dice it too, you're gonna get that seasoning on each bit of diced chicken. If you cook it whole, that is another recipe for disaster of dry chicken because the middle of the chicken can get so dried out and it also can take longer to cook. You notice the longer I'm doing this, the more I'm just throwing about 3 breasts on and just absolutely annihilating it with a knife. Starts off all pretty with like 1 breast at a time, and then I'm like, I've been doing this for about 15 minutes straight now. You can use scissors if that'll make it quicker for you, but I think it's quicker with a knife. Let's get these last ones done up. Can I do them all at once? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stack. 5 stack challenge. How fast can I chop 5 chicken breasts up? We're gonna start the timer. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. This is my cardio for the day. Yeah. I'll do. Just lost about 2 kg doing that in body weight. I could put this on a shawarma. Diced chicken also makes it better for weighing it out as well, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it raw in the freezer in a few bags, and then we're gonna cook some of it too. But when you're weighing it out, it's a lot easier to be like, okay, that's 5 grams there, that's another 5 grams there. We're done with this chopping board. Time to wash the hands again. Ah, fuck, ouch. So this is the next step. We're gonna get bags, freezer bags. We need 1, 2, I think we need about 3. 3. Because what we wanna do is put this chicken raw in the bags and then in the freezers so we can defrost it and then bang it in the air fryer when it's time to cook. So I might cook a batch of these every 3 days or something like that. So you only want to put enough in to fit in your air fryer. If you've got a bigger air fryer, you can probably do more for more days. If you've got a small air fryer, then it might only last you 1 day, it might last you 2 days. I think that's about like 3 handfuls in it in each. Salmonella going everywhere here. Do I want to put my mouth on that? Salmonella. 3 handfuls. So if we're saying each of these bags is 3 days, we're like 3, 6, 9. So that's like 9 days of chicken there, and then we've also got another 3 days of chicken here. I just went and got myself some of these because the amount of times I have to clean these air fryers out, convenience. Ow! So here we have it, chicken ready to go for just over a week. These 3 bags are gonna go in the freezer. I'm gonna tie them up like this. And what I'll do is when I see this batch that I'm about to cook getting low, I'll get one of these out the freezer and put it on the side to defrost to cook the next batch. So many people, as I keep saying salmonella, are scared of chicken. So they end up overcooking the chicken. Like this is actually needs like 15 minutes. People will put it in for 25 minutes because they think that they're gonna get salmonella. As long as you just move it around a little bit. Yeah, some bits right at the bottom might be a little bit pink. Give it a little bit of a move around after 5-6 minutes. It'll all cook thoroughly and it'll stay juicy. Little tip to stop it getting dry too, 1 calorie spray. Because obviously you don't wanna be adding a lot of calories and adding fats from pouring olive oil on. If you did need to add fats from foods like in your macro split, then I would say pour it on top of the actual meal, don't cook in the oil. Anyway, yeah, I do find it does help with making sure it doesn't dry out. Hand wash, ow, 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 ow. What's the need for it being that hot? 15 minutes, just press, air fry, and go. I don't know what else to say. Freezers for these motherfuckers, and then I got something that I want to talk to you about. So this is a big debate, everyone argues about it. When you're a bodybuilder, should you weigh your chicken cooked or should you weigh it raw? Now, my opinion on this is consistency. Consistency matters so much in the whole of bodybuilding. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it that way. If you're always weighing it raw, then always weigh it raw. If you're always weighing it cooked, then always weigh it cooked, because you're gonna get very similar amounts. Obviously there'll be small fluctuations with the water weight, like I said at the start, depending on which shop you get it from, depending on how long you cook it. So try and keep everything as consistent as possible. Keep your cooking times consistent if you're gonna weigh it cooked. It's not gonna be a massive factor in your progress which one you do. Weighing it cooked is just so much better for convenience for me, because What I'm gonna show you next is how I package it for the fridge to keep it moist, and you'll see how it makes it so much easier for me to just grab it out of that bag and put it on whatever meal that I need to put it on. So we're cooked or we're raw, just keep it consistent. I'll be back when it's cooked. We are back with the chicken cooked. Does that look good? That looks good, doesn't it? Looks juicy, not too overdone, not too dry. And I'll tell you what, these little inside bucket things inside, I've realized that they hold the water in, don't they? They hold the moisture, they hold the juice at the bottom. So usually what I would do, so I'm gonna show you now, chicken in a bag prep, is I'll get out what I need for now, for this meal. So that's what I need for this meal, done, weighed out, ready to go for me to eat now. Fresh, it's always best when it's fresh, I'm not gonna lie. It's not as great when you put it in a bag and you prep it and stuff. It is best fresh, but we got to do what we can do, what I'm about to show you now, to keep it as nice as we can. This little tray thing here is going to come in the plastic bag, and we're going to put it in there. Ideally, I'd let it cool down a little bit before I put it in the bag. I don't really want to put it in the bag boiling, but just for the sake of this video and getting it done, we'll get it done. And if you noticed, I put it in the bag with the juices. So if you don't have one of these trays, the juices will be kept underneath the grid. Still pour that in, because that's gonna keep it moist in the fridge. If not, it's gonna end up getting dry. Another bag here with all the juices in with it. And then the secret bit, chopped tomatoes. And you only need a little bit. You only need a really, really small amount, like that. Just a little drizzle of chopped tomatoes. This will keep the moisture while it's in the fridge. And then you're just gonna, yeah. That amount of chopped tomatoes is not gonna be any significant calories to your diet. I promise you that. I am absolutely fucking spieled. Yeah, it's end of the day. Hopefully you can see that, but I'm absolutely spieled, and I do this all the time. It's not gonna have a massive impact on your calories. So, yes, this needs to cool down now before I put it in the fridge, but you've got your chicken in a bag, ready to go. And now you just have to weigh it out. So when it comes time to actually taking it out for the day, I have my scale. Just gonna use this chopping board here. I'll put out what I need onto the scale, and I'll get another bag, and I'll just put it in the bag, and then I'll take, basically it'll look like this, chicken in a bag, boom. And I'll just eat it. Actually, what I've been doing recently is I found another hack. I make this protein ice cream every night with 0% Greek fat yogurt, but I always throw away the tubs. And I thought, why am I throwing away the tubs? I can just use these for meal prep. And then maybe like throw it away after that, because I go through so many. I just put it in my yogurt tub, put the lid on, take it out. If I want to bring it home, wash this, use it again, I can do. If I just want to chuck it out because I can't be arsed carrying it, then I'll do that. I'm just not a fan of like proper Tupperwares and stuff, because I don't like washing up. I like convenience, I like ease. So that's how I do stuff. Chicken in a bag, chicken in a yogurt pot, but it's prepped, it's juicy. You can see the liquids inside. It's gonna stay juicy in the fridge, and you're gonna have nice soft chicken for your meal preps. If you want more Broke Bodybuilder advice, you know what to do. Go and click that subscribe button. There's gonna be so much more content coming through, tips, tricks, everything that I've learned over 10 years of being a broke bodybuilder. I'm gonna teach it all to you. So press that button and follow me. Now you have to subscribe, innit?